The first time YN saw Jungkook, it wasn't in person, but in a grainy black and white photo accompanying a news article about the unexplained downfall of a rival conglomerate. Her breath hitched. It was him, the man from her daydreams, the king of her fictional empire, carved from marble and menace into stunning reality. He was the most dangerous mafia boss in Seoul, a ghost who ruled from the shadows, and she was irrevocably, crazily in love. Her pursuit was a spectacle of pure, unadulterated devotion. She found his blacked-out cars, waited outside his steel and glass fortress, and braved the glacial chill of his bodyguards. "Hire me as your personal secretary," she'd say, her voice trembling, not with fear, but with fervor. "I am the only one who can truly understand you." He never even glanced her way. Driven to desperation, she found him on the Han River Bridge, the wind whipping her hair. Jungkook," she yelled over the roar of the city. He paused, his broad back tense. "If you don't hire me as your 24/7 personal assistant, I will jump. My life only has meaning with you." For the first time, he turned. His eyes, dark and bottomless, bore into her. It wasn't concern she saw, but a flicker of cold, calculating annoyance. "Fine," he spat, "but you will regret this." He hired her only to break her. He drowned her in impossible tasks, translating dead languages, negotiating with vipers, managing his brutal schedule. But YN, with a fire in her soul that matched the one in her heart, excelled at every single one. With every completed task, she'd leave a small, handwritten note on his desk. "Just so you don't forget, I love you." His rejections were legendary, designed to shatter. "Your feelings are a nuisance," he'd state, his voice like shards of ice. "Don't mistake your foolish obsession for love." But the final confession came on a night of torrential rain. She had just delivered a flawless presentation that secured a multi-billion won deal. For a fleeting moment, as she handed him his coffee, his eyes held something akin to respect. "You were exceptional today, YN," he said, the praise feeling foreign on his tongue. Instead of beaming, her face was solemn, the rain-streaked windows reflecting the storm in her heart. "Jungkook," she whispered, her voice raw, "I love you, not the idea of you, but the man who carries the weight of his world alone. Let me carry it with you." The warmth in his eyes vanished, replaced by a glacial fury. "You delusional girl," he hissed, his words lashing her harder than the rain outside. "Your love is pathetic. It's a sickness. If you cannot cure yourself of this disease, then never show me your face again. Get out." The words didn't just break her heart, they annihilated it. She stumbled out of his office, the tears on her cheeks indistinguishable from the rain soaking her to the bone. The moment she left, Jungkook's facade cracked. He slumped into his chair, a strange ache in his chest. His right-hand man, Park Jimin, entered, his face grim. "Jungkook, I've seen someone tailing YN. I started digging. It's Lee Kai." Before Jungkook could process the threat, his phone rang. Lee Kai's smug voice slithered through the line. "John, I have your little stray puppy. She cries your name so sweetly. Come find her, if you can." The world stopped. The ice around Jungkook's heart shattered into a million piercing shards. The very reason he had pushed her away, to keep her safe from the target his love would paint on her back, had come to pass. And in that moment of sheer, unadulterated terror, he realized the devastating truth. He couldn't live without her. He loved her more than his own empire, more than his own life. He became a force of nature, a hurricane of vengeance. He trailed Lee Kai to a remote farmhouse, the air thick with the promise of violence. The fight was brutal, a symphony of gunfire and shattered bones. Jungkook fought like a demon, his eyes only on YN, tied to a chair, her eyes wide with fear and hope. A stray bullet meant for him found its home in her. He caught her as she fell, her weight a negligible burden, but her dying breath an unbearable weight on his soul. Jungkook, she choked out, a trickle of blood at the corner of her lip. You came for me. Don't you dare leave me, he begged, his voice breaking, tears mingling with the rain and blood on her face. I love you. Do you hear me? I love you. But her eyes, once so full of life and fire, went blank. The light was gone. Her funeral was a quiet, lonely affair. He stood in the rain, a broken king without his queen. The following week, hell descended upon Lee Kai. Jungkook hunted him down, and in a gruesome spectacle, burned him and his entire empire to ashes. That evening, he found himself in YN's silent apartment. The scent of her lavender perfume still lingered. He clutched her pillow, a ragged sob tearing from his throat. The emptiness was a physical pain, a void that consumed him from the inside out. His heart, which had only learned to beat for her, could not endure the silence. It stuttered, clenched, and finally stopped. Jungkook, the most powerful man in the underworld, died of a broken heart, surrounded by the ghost of a love he realized too late. Rebirth was a cruel joke for Jungkook. He awoke in a new life, a billionaire mogul with more power, more wealth, and a more terrifying reputation than before. But he was a ghost, haunted by the memories of a past life, his soul forever scarred by a single fatal mistake. He searched for years, his empire a tool to find one soul, and then he saw her. In a business magazine, YN stared back, confident, powerful, and achingly beautiful. She was a successful businesswoman, a queen in her own right, and she had no memory of him. This time, he would not fail. He shed his identity, becoming simply JK, and applied to be her personal assistant. The irony was a bitter pill he swallowed gladly. He did everything she had once done for him. He brought her coffee exactly how she liked it, defended her in board meetings with a quiet ferocity, and left notes on her desk. Just so you don't forget, I'm in love with you. But YN was ice to his fire. She was polite, professional, and utterly unmoved. His devotion seemed to annoy her. One day, his constant confessions pushed her over the edge. JK, this has to stop, she said, her voice firm, her eyes holding none of the recognition he craved. You're not in love with me. It's an infatuation, an attraction. Love isn't about words or coffee. It's about sacrifice. It's about giving your life without a second thought if your lover is in danger. If someone hurt me, you'd probably just move on to the next girl. Now please get out. Her words were a blade, twisting in the old wound. He left her office, his world crumbling all over again. He didn't return to the office. The pain was too raw, the deja vu too terrifying.